obviously we have to get to elect leadership, and particularly this year we have to make sure that we elect leadership that's accountable.
I would like to welcome everyone to this Congress, or the State Congress.
Why did you join equal education, right? Remind each other, why did you join equal education? The third one, what are you expecting from your peers upper in Congress, right? How do you want them to treat you? These are the three questions.
Igama lami ngufanele Sibonge ngwakashezi ngiqhamuka eKZN endaweni yaseNquthu ngi-equalizer ngajoyina equal education ngo-2014 ngenxa yokuthi eKZN there are many things esizidingayo and ugovernment ubengeke akwazi ukusiprovide ngazo if sikhulumela thina sodwa, so we needed equal education ukuthi asisize nokuthi sikhulise i-movement eKZN.
I joined equal education because I had to pass 7 villages to go to school, and because I couldn't go to the nearest school because of the facilities was bad. So I wanted to be in the movement that can change that.
The reason why I joined EE, I wanted change in a way that izikolo zethu sikhule abantu bengafundi bengena education ininzi, and most yabo athi umuntu hayi back then sakwazi unyamezela nina, how can ningakwazi unyamezela? So sibefuna uchange lo mindset in a way that sibabonise anything can change through mass movements.
I was approached by a equalizer from our school whose name is Sesetu, and she told us about the movement, and I felt like I need to join the movement because it fights for education and equal education. It fights for people who are disadvantaged and who are in the poor working class. So I felt like I need to be there because I'm also like disadvantaged.
I joined the movement to continue being part of a great purpose of growing a future generation of young leaders.
In the way I joined equal education is that ndaba ne-interest kutshintsho lwezikolo nenguquko eyenziwa equal education as a movement. Since izikolo zethu infrastructure zazo ne-textbooks zishort and beshotelwa zitishara kwisam isikolo, so saba interested uba nathi siyalifuna utshintsha esikolweni sethu, so saqonda masijoyine equal education.
I'd say that the most memorable was that KZN had a victory in scholar transport, and that we are turning 10 years this year. Since equal education has been in Limpopo had a chance to have their own campaign.
I feel like we as a movement have grown over the past 3 years because we've achieved a lot of things. First of all, like the other, we've had many campaigns like in KZN, in Western Cape, Eastern Cape, Gauteng, and Limpopo.
In the past 3 years, I think equal education Kuyami province when's a statement because besine pickets ne matches sifuna approach to MEC sisiya na Department of Education, but eventually it's time went by basiphendula and i-teachers ezazishort ezikolweni zethu sa-assistwa in ngendlela ezoba makwenza inzame zoba sifumane i-teachers ezikolweni zethu and ke zafumaneka.
I've looked at certain campaigns within the different provinces, and these campaigns being bearing fruit of how they have worked so much and how members have grown with these campaigns throughout the years, and members also being able to be vocal about the challenges which they face in the movement, which is a great success in terms of us being an open movement and a movement which considers its members very importantly.
We've also like helped build other schools that had poor infrastructure. For example, my school, we used to study in containers because we had containers, but now like our school is built and we have good infrastructure. Even though it's not done yet like the whole school, there are some parts of the school that have containers, but we're getting there, and equal education helped us.
My growth within the movement has been really splendid and fantastic in many ways. Personally, I have grown in terms of understanding myself better and me working with fellow comrades within the movement. And as an activist, I have a certain struggle which I have always fought for. So when I am in a space where many others have different struggles, I am able to now connect with these different struggles and learn more about these struggles and have a better understanding of these struggles.
As a person, as an individual, and as a black woman, I've learned that I have a voice. I can stand up for myself. And as an activist, it made me learn that I should not discriminate people and be a better activist.
I've changed as a person because in a way that back then when nginasi skills so mamela umntu opinion yakhe, because I knew about my own voice is my own voice, but now ngiyakwazi umamela, okay, i-views zalo zithi nami I can contribute kwi-views zakhe. And as an activist I've changed that political mindset yam has become more broader. Ngoku I'm aware of political things ezenzekayo eSouth Africa.
Mina ngifunde kakhulu ka-equal education, ngakhula nasemqondweni ukuthi ngikwazi ukwamukela abanye abantu for who they are, not for what they have, and ukuthi ngikwazi ukufundisa abanye abantu ngi-interact nabo.
When I came here, like, I saw that there are bigger issues. So I feel like I have grown because now I have, I'm not small-minded anymore, I'm open-minded. And I've also grown because now I'm an activist. I fight for what's right. And I've also grown as an individual because I saw that I have a voice.
Equal education can be strengthened by recruiting more teachers, parents, especially in our province because we don't have parents and we don't have teachers, so we can recruit them. And because the challenges that we are facing in schools, they are also facing those challenges.
I think EE can be strengthened in a way that sibene communication more, sibe transparent, sikwazi communicate with others, mobilize more, so that sizokhula as a movement nathi singabantu.
Equal education ngicabanga ukuthi kumele umobilize nakwamanye ama-provinces lawa angekho la, si expand sibe baningi, kungagcini kwama-provinces ayi-5 kuphela, nokuthi equal education kumele aconsider lento ye-solidarity, kumele asebenzisane namanye ama-movements ukuthi nawo azokhona ukuhlanganela nathi as equal education.
Umsebenzi endibawula ndimbone eqhubekeka ile norms and standards, because most yezikolo zazokhiwe kudala and sekushiyeke nje infrastructure ngoku and naye iyadilika, so ibingaski iyaqhubekeke neza campaigns to build new schools.
I believe that this movement needs to be a movement where the voices of the members are a central part of growing this movement. And with this, I say that every member should be part of a greater consultation process. And in recent times, we have faced many challenges, and to see the leadership being there in terms of consulting members, which was really good. But we need a leadership which is able to now provide action and provide guidance in terms of where we are taking the movement forward. And with this, we can strengthen how we grow our leaders as a movement and how we actually now build an environment and a culture within ourselves before we go out in society and have a change within that space.
I think equal education must do ama-campaigns anjengawo lawo ukuthi okay qala KZN kumele kube nale campaign nayo ama-norms and standards, no bese ukuthi eyase KZN ubuyisele mhlambe eLimpopo eGauteng ashintshaniswe ama-campaigns.
In terms of campaigns, I would love to see the movement being able to now voice different opinions, especially within the facilitator body. Us being part of the core part of the movement, we need to now start creating our own campaigns as the youth of this country and have a say in terms of what campaigns we would like as a body to now look forward into. So now with that voice, you are able to now have a greater part of the youth within the country now having a voice within the movement and the structure of an equal education system in South Africa for all.
Constructive engagement. So when you raise your point, you speak to building and proposing.
Izinto ngazijampa and we end up not covering izinto esizibona important as ama-delegates.
I-Congress ibalulekile ngokuthi siyakwazi thina as delegates sizikhethele abantu abazosimela kwi-National Council, sikwazi uku-amenda i-constitution thina as abantu abakwi-movement, singayenzelwa abanye abantu kodwa sizenzele thina.
Congress is important because it's where we elect new leadership and we want fresh leaders. And I feel like we also get to voice our opinions, we also get to decide how the decisions should be made, and also amend the constitution. We also like debate and we see new people and we've made a lot of friends.
Congress is very important for equal education because we get to have our own voices and we have to make amendments and resolutions for our own provinces and for the movement at large. And that we get a chance to say what we have to say about our provinces.
Nangingiba i-Congress ibalekile because i-Congress yona governing body enkulu ye-movement. Any decision ezinkulu zenziwa apha and sikhetha abantu besuka kwi-provinces ezi-different bazocela indlela benza ngazo izinto kwezabe province, nathi sixela indlela esenza ngazo izinto, sikwazi ucommunicate kakuhle, sidibanise, sibuild inantsika i-plan ye-movement ba izinto sazihambisa njani.
Umabhala jikelele equal education
To be led by a woman, I think to me is that a woman always have a sensitive place whereby they can sympathize with us. And another thing is that we're currently facing the sexual harassment issue. So like women are taken not very seriously. So it shows that we still have women who can stand up and be leaders.
And there's a genuine love for the work that we do. The engagements we've had here, whether comments are progressive or not, the things that we've done here, the sessions that have not sat, have all been instrumental in shaping the way that we want to build the movement. We've taught each other so much in these last 4 days, and I want us to carry these lessons and these messages and these memories back to our provinces. We've got work to do, comrades.